Okay, guys, I have a beef with Hollywood. Now, who remembers Metallica's one video? Okay, there's that movie, those movie clips that they show in there. That's a real movie. The movie's name is Johnny Got His Gun. It's about a guy that gets hurt in the war, and he is reduced to being a torso. He even lost his face, but he lived because of his brainstem. Miraculously, was not hurt. Now, in that situation, you would think that would be a non-existence. Well, they keep him alive, of course, with a breathing tube and whatnot, and feeding tubes. And we, as the viewer, listen to his inner thoughts. And he can feel vibrations. He knows when people are in there. He can feel the doors. He can feel when windows are open and whatnot. But other than that, he can't convey what's going on. And so when other people are around, they don't get it. They don't get that he's trying to communicate with them, even though he doesn't have your normal faculties. So he gets really depressed, but there's this one nurse, and she didn't fall in love with him, but she has compassion for him, and she shows it by holding his hand, talking to him, she even kisses him at one time. And he voices that he can feel all these things. But overall, nobody gets it. That he's trying to show me he's still a valuable person. And so by the end of the movie, and yes, I'm going to give up the ending because it makes my point here. At the end of the movie, he starts moving his head back and forth, and he's saying SOS, kill me. Because if he can't be understood, then what's the point of living? And he's just there. And it's really a depressing movie because nobody gets him, and at the end of the movie they just close the door on him and just let him live. Now, here's my beef with Hollywood. They have a thing for, if you're any kind of Crip, then they've got a bunch of movies that essentially say it's okay to either off yourself or be euthanized by some quote-unquote caring person. Now, I was looking up on one of the main movies is the $1 Million Maker, $1 Million Baby, and I didn't watch the whole movie through, but I got wind of this from other people, and so I checked it out. just to see the end of it. And I love Hilary Swank, and this movie really pissed me off because she got hurt as a boxer, and I understand that. I mean, it's a violent sport. I watch boxing, I watch UFC, and I mean, you can really get hurt. But I also know that other people in sports like football, if they've gotten hurt, then they go on to do other things with their lives and represent their team that they were on as a assistant coach or whatever. You know, they're an inspiration. And I'm not saying that we want to be charity cases and everything. Hell no, I don't want to be a charity case. But for Hollywood to release movies, and I know that not everything can be shiny happy, because that's just not the way life is. But for Hollywood to consistently release movies that show people being in wheelchairs or with other disabilities getting, finding the way out by euthanasia, that's just wrong. We as people are just as good at other stuff. I like art. I like movies. I like writing. I've gotten a book published. Yes, it's through Amazon. But the point is that I wrote a 500-page plus book, and found an outlet for it. I don't sell a lot of art, mainly because I don't do I will do them, but I don't, as a general rule, do the landscapes and the whatnot that sells. I like to do interpretive pieces from movies and music and books and whatnot. That's what I like to do. So I like to do tattoo art, but I like to do that, and people that do see my stuff, they get interested in it, and I've had some good sales. And I'm not trying to toot my horn, but that's my point. I'm doing something from my chair, and trust me, the bigger the canvas, the harder it gets for me. I can't stand over my canvas to do it. I have to figure out ways to prop it up, or reach, or whatever, to get it done. And so it really just pisses me off when I read about somebody that couldn't make it, or their quote-unquote caregivers help them slip on to the other side, so to speak. I mean, for real, if you're a caregiver, I guess you can call helping somebody off themselves, caregiving. And I mean, to each their own. But people are impressionable. And like the $1 Million Babies, and I'm looking on Wikipedia right now, and there is a movie with the euthanasia theme for every letter of the alphabet. That's at least 26 movies. There's more than that right here. I'm guaranteeing you. Pull it up. And it sucks to me that there was a go-to. Now, I understand if somebody's naturally going to die, there's like Joey and I, we like watching movies that portray Crip people that rise above their Cripness to be more than what society wants them to be. She loves James McAvoy. The reason why she loves James McAvoy was the first movie she saw was called Rory O'Shea Was Here. Look it up. It's an awesome movie. And have a tissue. Because he's got muscular dystrophy and he wants to live on his own. And it's doable. And it really hit me because I've told you about my friend Noe, and I could relate to everything that went on there. And we also saw Daniel Day-Lewis in My Left Foot, which is a true story. And there is another movie that is badass. And I can't think of right off. It's on YouTube, YouTube. It's on Netflix. And it's called Wheels That Kill, I believe. And it's made of all Crips. And it's about a hitman. And it's probably the first action movie that I saw that have Crips totally in it. And they use a Rojo pad, which is an air cushion that you normally sit on, as a cover-up / silencer for a gun. I just thought that was crazy. Anyways, so, I mean, and that's actually a foreign movie, which is sad that other countries can paint their Crips in a better light than big budget Hollywood. I don't know what to say. I'm just I don't get offended easily, but when you can limit somebody to going from an able-bodied person to somebody that's not worthy of living, that says something about your mentality. And it's just not right. We all have our values, regardless, whether you're able-bodied or a Crip. And I know that Hollywood is money, but you can't glorify lessening somebody's value even after a tragedy. That's just wrong on so many levels. So, but I want to know what y'all think. I mean, I'm just one person, and Joey will back me up on this as far as what she thinks. But I want to know what y'all think on this. So hit us up on the comments, and if you like what you see, please subscribe to us and be good to each other, and talk to you later, and we love you.